The next item on the agenda is item 4, which is discussion on board composition and the merit system ordinance. And without going into too much history, this has been on the agenda several times because for some time we have been operating as a, in fact, as a 3-member board. First, I'd like to hear from Ms. Apodaca. I understand there was an election in...
on March 30th.
Okay. And was someone elected?
Yes, her name is Marie Julienne.
Right.
And right now it's in process, and we're just waiting for confirmation on her from the City Council.
All right. And the other question was the question of the 5th seat. And Mr. Yermo, you have some comments on that?
Mr. Chair, members of the board, yes, just to inform you that the appointment is going forward with the 5th member, and that it's in process at this point. I can't speak to the timing, but it is moving forward.
That would be Professor Reeves?
That is correct.
All right, so his name will be going forward to the council?
Yes.
Well, good, I'm glad, that's good news. Does anybody else have something to say about that? Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
are? You are?
Rafi Gutierrez, Aspen Council 18 representative. I do have some questions about Mr. Reeves' appointment. We have been waiting for that appointment to occur almost a year and a half. And new election for that particular board position, those elections would actually occur now in September. So if Mr. Reeves is only now being appointed, is he appointed for the following 2 years? Because we were prepared to file a writ before the court to ensure that the City of Albuquerque appointed him as per the rules and regulations for appointments, because there was a proper nomination and election, and nothing has occurred in over a year and a half. We were prepared to move forward to ensure that that appointment seat was filled, and now considering Mr. Yermo's position that the city is going to do that. Considering that this appointment and nominations and elections occurred over a year and a half ago, would Mr. Reeves' appointment now be for the following 2 years? Because that's how long the appointments are for these particular board positions. And if so, we are fine with that, considering Mr. Reeves has not been appointed by this administration in almost 2 years, and they're only appointing him now. So how would that work? Is there any idea, or would we have to mull that over a little bit longer?
Mr. Chair, I would ask that our counsel, Mr. Bullock, give us an opinion on that at the next meeting.
All right. I don't know off the top of my head, but that sounds like a reasonable proposal to me.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Do you want to make that in form of a motion?
I so move.
Okay. And Mr. Bullock, you understand the assignment?
Correct.
All right.
Second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right.
May I say something?
Mm-hmm.
The current election that I believe just happened here the last 3-4 weeks ago, that's in question right now. There are some discrepancies. There were 4 candidates, and only one of them signed the form, release, whatever you want to call it, to be placed on the ballot. And that candidate did not win. So the candidate that did not sign that release. And then there's also some discrepancies in the tally, in the vote tally. And all of this is sitting in the city clerk's hands right now, being looked at. I discussed this with her clerk 2 days ago. So there's some serious questions going on here. You're not aware of all this?
No, but I don't really know. I mean, if you're suggesting that the election is subject to a challenge, I don't know how that's done. My view is that if it is subject to challenge, someone with standing to challenge it has to do it. And if we're going to consider it at this board, somebody's got to bring it forward as an item we can put on the agenda.
So who would have
discuss.
standing, one of the candidates?
I don't know.
And oh, by the way, 2 of the candidates disappeared off the ballot. So there's some serious discrepancies.
I don't know. All I can tell you is my view is that if these elections are subject to challenge, someone's going to have to make one, and whether we are the body that will hear it, I don't know. But certainly not until it comes before us as an item on the agenda for a public meeting.
Right, okay.
That's all I can
So
do.
basically what we need to find out is who would have standing to make a challenge?
If you're so inclined, yeah.
Well, would that be something you guys would do, or I would assume?
Would we go and look for someone?
You're
to
the
stand?
board, right?
Well, I
Or would
don't
your
know.
legal counsel possibly?
Counsel, what do you think? I don't think we would challenge the election.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm
No.
asking who would have standing to challenge the election?
I'm not aware of who would have standing in this situation.
Well, then you have a second assignment. I'm moving that you have a second assignment for the next meeting, and tell us about that. Do I have a second for that?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we will have, Ms. Apilataka, we will definitely have the issue of board composition on the agenda for the next meeting, I think.
I believe the city council is going to be approving that appointment at their next meeting on Monday.
Don't know.
Okay.
Don't know. Do you have anything to add, Member Howell?
I certainly don't think that we would be in any position to impact one way or the other what the city council does, in my opinion.
Well, we'll wait to see then, and we'll hear from you next meeting on that.